This is the RADNOR Report with Ashley Bennett, Jeremy Rome, Lucy Bale, and Stephen Fay. Weather with Christopher Yao, Real View with Dylan Avnet, and Michelle Gorson, Rad Sports. Boldly going where no student news team has gone before. This is the RADNOR Report.
RADNOR continues its Thanksgiving dinner tradition.
And RHS honors its Hall of Fame inductees.
Hello and welcome to the RADNOR Report for the week of November 12th. I'm Tom Austin.
And I'm Ashley Bennett. We'll have those stories and more later on in our show, but topping the RADNOR Beat this week, RADNOR beats LM. Superstorm Sandy couldn't stop the Raiders from having one amazing Spirit Week, over-the-top student rally, and a crushing 35-7 win over Lower Merion. Our sports reporter Michelle Gorson is here with all the game details. Michelle?
Thanks, guys. Saturday, November 3rd was the big RADNOR Lower Merion football game at Lower Merion High School. The stands were full of RADNOR students and community members cheering on our team to victory. The teams kicked off, and the first half belonged to the Raiders. Running back Jimmy Blake took the ball into the end zone on a 12-yard run with 8:39 left in the first quarter. Then, with 7:45 left in the half, RADNOR scored again on a pass to Arami Wilson. On their next possession, the Raiders struck again as Ben Cohen passed to Dan Kritika for another RADNOR touchdown. The Raiders led 21-0 at the half. The second half featured more good news for the Raider fans. Ellis Schaefer scored in the third quarter on a 1-yard touchdown run. The first play of the fourth quarter resulted in another Raider touchdown by Chris Galloway. With 58 seconds left in the game, Lower Merion tight end Mason Wilson scored the Aces' only goal. The final score of the game was 35-7, RADNOR coming out on top. Since fall sports have come to an end, I'd like to send out a congratulations to all the sports teams on their successful seasons. RADNOR now gears up for its winter sports: basketball, wrestling, swimming, ice hockey, squash, indoor track, and winter crew. I'm Michelle Gorson, and remember, love is playing every game as if it's your last.
Thanks, Michelle. And for those of you who are anxiously waiting to see this year's Spirit Week on TV, you won't have to wait long. The entire week was captured by our dedicated RAD TV crew, and the final edited video can be seen on this channel starting Thanksgiving Day and will repeat throughout the holiday weekend. Anyone interested in receiving their own personal copy of LM Week 2012 can fill out the order form, which will be posted in the RHS e-minders when we return from break.
On Thursday, November 29th at 7 p.m. in the RHS auditorium, RADNOR High School graduate Matt Miller will discuss his inspiring journey from suffering traumatic brain and physical injuries to his recovery and then success as a triathlete. Joining Miller for his story of perseverance and overcoming adversity will be Pulitzer Prize-winning and Philadelphia Inquirer reporter Michael Viditz, whose book, The Road Back, A Journey of Grace and Grit, chronicles Miller's accident and his amazing comeback. This event is presented by the RADNOR Alumni Council and is open to the public. Tickets can be purchased at radnoreducationalfoundation.org for $10 per adult. RADNOR students with ID can purchase tickets for $5 at the door. All proceeds will benefit the RADNOR Alumni Council.
What would happen if there were no libraries? This question was the inspiration behind Snapshot Day, an occasion spearheaded by the American Library Association. This day encourages libraries across the nation to submit photographs, visitor comments, and other information to showcase just how significant libraries are in our lives. Wayne Elementary School librarian Sue Dahlstrom, library assistant Mimi Byrne, and Wayne parents and students happily joined the effort to underscore the invaluable service that libraries provide to their community and students. Library volunteers recalled how enjoyable it was to watch the kids explore the variety of books and find the one they were really excited about. Pictures of the event can be found at rtsd.org.
Ithan, RADNOR, and Wayne Elementary Schools and RADNOR Middle School commemorated the 91st anniversary of the American Education Week by inviting parents into classrooms to experience a school day alongside students. This week brings millions of educators, parents, students, and community leaders across the country together to join with the National Education Association in raising awareness about the need to provide every child with a quality public education. This year's theme was Great Public Schools, a basic right and our responsibility. Pictures of this year's event will be posted on the district website. Don't go away. When we come back, Dylan Abnett will share with us his favorite dysfunctional family films just in time for the Thanksgiving holiday.
Welcome back to the RADNOR Report.
We now go to Dylan Abnett with the RADNOR Real View. Dylan?
Here we go.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
I'm sorry, you're just not good enough.
Dodge this.
Well, do you, punk?
Expecto Patronum!
Coming up, think your family is weird? Wait till you see these dysfunctional families in these films. Number 5 is The Descendants. It is a bittersweet film about a dysfunctional family living in Hawaii. It won the Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay, also nominated for Best Picture and Best Actor for George Clooney. This movie is extremely funny in parts, but also heartbreaking and sad. Overall, it's a very rewarding experience. Number 4 is Jeff Who Lives at Home. This is a sweet, uplifting, and charming film. It's also hilarious, but emotional as well. It starts out a little slow, however, the ending is worth it. It's not a perfect film, but it does a bang-up job of coming close to it. Number 3 is one of my favorite films, Magnolia. Magnolia is the kind of movie you have to pay attention to. There are several characters in this one movie, and this is humorous at times, but it's also a very dramatic film. Paul Thomas Anderson, who also did There Will Be Blood and most recently did The Master, does some of his best work in Magnolia. The film surprises me at all times, and it seems like a mess, but if you pay attention, this will be a great movie to watch on Thanksgiving. One of my favorite films in recent years is Little Miss Sunshine. It's hilarious, sweet, dark, and twisted. This is a movie where the dysfunctional family is the most dysfunctional it could get. Steve Carell in The Office does his best work on the screen. In my opinion, should have won the Best Supporting Actor award. The Royal Tenenbaums is my favorite dysfunctional family. Gene Hackman, Ben Stiller, Owen Wilson, and Luke Wilson, Gwyneth Paltrow, all star in this film. This is a quirky, weird, and interesting look at the dysfunctional family. The cast is great, and one of my favorite characters is played by Bill Murray. Hackman is top-notch as the bad father. This is sure to make you think about your own family coming on this Thanksgiving. That about wraps it up. Thank you, and one shout-out to Peter Civitella, Ding Ding.
Thanks, Dylan. Radnor High School students saw just how successful they can be through hard work and the confident pursuit of their dreams when this year's Living Hall of Fame inductees visited the school and presented inspiring master classes on November 9th. The guests, who once walked the same hallways as the excited teenagers, were Pasquale Macron, a decorated military veteran, Meredith Scardino, a two-time Emmy Award-winning writer, George Willie Sidnor, a former Pittsburgh Steeler, Doug Deitch, a former professional soccer player, Diane Corman-Levy, an advocate for the homeless, Mary Stengel Austin, a top communications executive and Tom's mom, and actor, musician, and artist Tom Wilson, perhaps best known for his role as Biff from Back to the Future. The inductees were also recognized in an all-school assembly. The next day, these 7 were formally inducted into the Radnor High School Hall of Fame before a packed crowd at the Villanova Conference Center. Inducted posthumously along with them were military veterans Charles F.B. Price, James B. Wilson, and retired NBC News reporter Roy Neal. Each inductee spoke about memories of Radnor and expressed gratitude for the honor before receiving a commemorative silver plate. A family member or friend introduced each inductee, sharing moving and humorous stories about their lives.
In recognition of National Bullying Prevention Month, each of the Radnor schools made an effort during the month of October to stress the value of cooperation and teamwork through various activities. Students, parents, and faculty from Radnor High School came together at the Speak Up event to engage in positive and open communication about social issues. Radnor Elementary held its 6th annual Circus Week, where 2 professional circus artists taught circus skills to students through non-competitive forms of physical education. Ithan held its 42nd annual Field Day, which stressed teamwork and cooperation, and the students of Wayne Elementary came together to recognize Breast Cancer Awareness Month during the school's 2nd annual Pink and Denim Day.
Visit with Santa and enjoy eggs, bacon, French toast, and pancakes at the annual Breakfast with Santa, brought to you by the Radnor High School Scholarship Fund. This is a popular holiday event that also features a gingerbread and candy house contest, face painting, cookie decorating, and a secret shop where children can purchase gifts for loved ones. The event takes place Saturday, December 8th from 8:30 to 11 a.m. in the Radnor Middle School cafeteria. The entrance donation is $5 per child and $7 per adult. All proceeds benefit the Radnor High School Scholarship Fund. Details on this event can be found at the radnorscholarshipfund.com. And now, produced by our own spontaneous schoolboys, we'd like to show you the weirdest thing that we have ever seen.
2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 0 0 0 2 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0 1 2 3 0.
When reality, in the world that we live in the dream world, collide, there will be no more emotions, just noise.
Music moves us more than my feet.
The world will stop.
More than my feet.
Sound is inevitable. Life is inevitable.
You don't need any external forces to see a dragon. They're always right there.
I'm in SAT class.
Every step I take leads me closer to the one.
We're going around the school like, oh, my art project's better than, whatever, Picasso. It's not, all right? Picasso lived up to his name. He put in work. He put the time in, put the effort in. You're in school, bro. You're in school. You're going to Radnor High School.
I have reasonable suspicion that Mrs. Watzel killed Mr. Mattis.
School is not that important as long as you memorize all the information that you get from it. Memorization is key to life. Like, memorization is flowers and love.
We are spiders.
About that black hole up there in that sky, yo. Never want to be at the black hole. That's where them aliens live.
Ain't come back though.
Just unbelievable, to say the least. Anyway, Daniel H. Pink, the author of the New York Times bestseller, A Whole New Mind and Drive, talked with 38 Radnor High School Viewpoint students via conference call on October 24th. The discussion surrounded the Industrial Revolution and the changing role of labor and industry at the turn of the 20th century, a topic this class is currently studying. The conference call is an annual activity, and past guests have included the smartest guys in the room, author Bethany McLean, Wired magazine contributing editor John Lehrer, Pulitzer Prize-winning poet Philip Levine, and behavioral economist Dan Ariely, as well as financial journalist Michael Lewis.
Perhaps no other event presents students with a real-world civics lesson and helps them understand the role of government in our lives more than a presidential election. In recognition of this fact, all Radnor schools held mock elections on November 2nd and 5th. Teachers provided students with objective, nonpartisan instruction about the candidates, drawing from materials from Kids Voting, the National Constitution Center, and the League of Women Voters of Radnor Township. At Ithan Elementary, first graders were included in the process by casting a vote for their favorite books and animals, while third graders watched a video on voting featuring Charlie Brown.
Well, that about wraps it up for this week's edition of the Radnor Report. I'm Tom Austin.
And I'm Ashley Bennett. Have a great Thanksgiving holiday, and we'll see you after the break.